Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton here with Brandon. 5 cards, 5 minutes, rares and double rares for the new Saekano set. Brandon, what's our first card?
First up, we have this Megami. At 0, when this card goes to Waiting Room from stage, you could ditch a card in your hand, put it in Waiting Room. If you did, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and add a game character to your hand, send the rest to Waiting Room. And if there's no other green cards in memory, you could just send this off to memory right away. So it's basically kind of like an on-death Rize, look at the top 3, add a character to hand, but you're able to ditch out a climax, probably a bar with a green, and able to then turn this card into just a source of memory as long as it's the first one.
It does a few of the things that Saekano needs. It's not a great card. On Death Rize is so easy to deal with any kind of zone bomb. So it does a few things for you, but I don't know if it does any of them well enough to actually deserve a spot in the quote-unquote meta list. This card, however, absolutely does. Level 0, 500 power. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, if this is facing something, it can run away. When it becomes reversed, just send it to memory. Also, when it's in memory, pay 1, pitch 1, CX swap at the start of your main phase. It's a CX swap that you get to proc all game long. It's a runner, so potential onboard plus at 0. Its condition is only dependent on getting reversed, so again, it can be bombed away, but honestly, you run this as like a 3 of or a 4 of, and you just spam it on the board until it ends up in memory. Because it's also a plussing 0, and it's a CX swap.
Yeah, this card has a lot of benefit, being able to potentially plus with the potential to run away, with the ability to remove itself from your deck as it goes into memory, as well as just the ability to all of a sudden become a climax swap on demand for every turn of the game. I think is actually really substantial going forward. Next up, we have level 1 Megami. This is on a salvage combo. Forever the character in your back row gains an additional 500 power, so it sits at 5/5, climax 6/5. On attack, as long as you have the salvage in play and 2 other characters, you can do a cigarettes combo, so essentially mill the top 2 cards of your deck, put them into Waiting Room, and then salvage character equal to the level of the 2 cards combined. And as the added benefit of if a character is chosen that's level 3, you can choose one of your opponent's characters and return it to their hand as well. So essentially you could potentially clear board so that way your characters stay alive on board, or remove troublesome standby pieces and put them in your opponent's hand.
Yeah, this is literally just like cigarettes plus a little bit. It does only proc when you get a level 3, so like if you get a healer or a finisher. So you're probably only going to proc this once, and that's assuming that you hit level 3 on the cigarettes, which if you triple, you usually get 1. So you'll probably be able to proc this at least once. This would have probably been more exciting a year ago in the Alice/Slime meta. Definitely useful at least. Next, first of our 2 level 3 combos. This one's on the choice. On play, shove a character from Waiting Room to the bottom of clock. At the end of turn, heal 2, which is just a heal with extra steps. But the reason for that is because the combo is dependent on having cards in clock. When it attacks and you have the choice down, if you have a full board, if you only have 5 cards or less in your clock, you burn 1. If there are exactly 6 cards in your clock, you burn 3 for free. It's Trouble Girl if you don't have a full clock. If you have a full clock, it becomes a free burn 3. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 if you triple. There is another piece that allows you to clock yourself a couple of cards. So between your first clock, if you're at 3-0, plus that back row piece, plus each of these 3, you can get yourself up to 3-6 and then heal down to 3-0. It's 2024, healing down to 3-0 barely matters at all, but being able to burn 3 for free is kind of nice.
Last of our level 3 combos, we have the Megami level 3. On play, you heal, and if you have 4 more other characters on stage, you can, instead of healing to Waiting Room, you can heal it to stock. The combo itself is a pay 1, pitch 2 combo. On attack, burn for 3. And if damage is canceled, if you revealed any level 1 or higher cards along the way, those are just put into clock. Doesn't matter that damage is canceled. You stop at that point where the climax hits, but anything before that, if it's level 1 or higher, goes into your opponent's clock.
Yeah, I think that this is basically just like a worse version of Twilight from Spy Family, because it's essentially cancel burn on the burn 3. But if you cancel on 1, there's nothing to put in clock, so it just cancels outright. You have to have a level 1 in the damage, so you only have up to 2 potential targets for a level 1 or higher card that can go into clock. And that's it. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back on Tuesday. Brandon will have a deck clock talk the following week. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.
We'll see you then.